Well, eNCA Money Desk now with Devan Murugan, and South Africans continue, Devan, to pay tribute to Maponya and how much work he's actually done. I think it's difficult if you look at the context of business, black business in this country, how much this man has actually done in his life.
Yes, from informal to formal trade. I mean, he's basically credited to formalizing the black business township economy. A pioneer, a trailblazer, just some of the words pouring in to describe this historic figure in South Africa's business fraternity. Dr Richard Maponya passing on earlier this morning, barely 2 weeks after his 99th birthday. And what an admirable journey it's been for this man who left his birthplace just outside Zanin to head to Johannesburg, becoming a self-made entrepreneur from the age of 24. Here's a quick timeline of the salient events. So we start with the 1950s, and this is when Maponya attempted to open a clothing store in Soweto, but that was blocked by the apartheid government. He was represented back then by a young Nelson Mandela and Oliver Tambo. But it wasn't always pear-shaped in the 50s. Soon things opened up for him. He successfully established a dairy distribution business with his wife Marina in Soweto. Then came the 1960s. He was the founder of the National African Federated Chamber of Commerce, Nafcoc. That was in 1964. The aim was to look out for African business interests under apartheid. And Nafcoc has remained one of the most influential and vocal bodies representing black entrepreneurs. Into the 1970s, and Maponya's retail empire is growing to include several general stores, car dealerships and filling stations. He was a force to be reckoned with despite the oppressive apartheid conditions of that time. Towards the end of the 1970s, as we stepped into a new decade, Maponya became the first black man to secure a 100-year lease for land in Soweto. He would eventually own that land outright in 1994, and as we stepped into the 2000, perhaps the most visible mark of Maponya's presence, the 650 million rand Maponya Mall opens up in 2007 in Soweto. The President, Cyril Ramaphosa, calling this mall a towering symbol of perseverance and achievement, while paying tribute to the late businessman this morning, Gareth.